Welcome back to the course. In the last lecture, we covered on running our demo application, which we have installed in the workspace, and now let's explore what's inside. I mean, the pages part. So in the app builder, you can see, which I said earlier, those 3 pages have been installed by default whenever you create a new application. So let's move on by creating a new page here in this application. So we have a create page option here, and then it opens a wizard. So it's asking me to create a blank page or a report or a form. So let's start with creating a blank page. So what report and form and other components mean? So we have this schema installed here, right? So if you want a quick page with a report and click on report, and directly we wanted to map a table inside that, and it will create a new report with what table you have mapped. So same for the form as well. It's just a quick step, but now we will start from scratch. So let's create a blank page. So I'm clicking on next. So we have this next step, which is prompting me a page number. So I will give page 2 and some name. And then this page mode is normal for now. Normal means the page which is on this home page, which is a normal page. And model dialog is what I can tell you. This is a model dialog, and as I said earlier, all these components and developer tools are all built by Oracle Apex itself. So I will just create a normal page for now and clicking on next. So navigation menu bar, it's asking me whether I should create a navigation or not. So as I said in the last lecture, we'll create a navigation. So I have to select the second option. So what does the third option mean? Third option is what I can tell you. So this home is just a component which is mapped to the page 1 home. If you want to use the same home component to your new page, you can use the third option. But now I just want an independent entry in this navigation. So I want this demo page. So we can tell as page 2 or something to be listed as an entry here. So we want this new entry here, and also we want one more option, which is this page can be added as a child entry to the home if you want to child to the home. So you can select this, but I want to be the parent itself. So let's move on to next. So it's confirming me with the page name and title. So it just redirects me to a page designer. So before moving on further, let me explain what is page designer. So this page designer is what we'll be using the most to develop our page. So it's split into 3 sections. The first one is the quick navigation section. As you can see, the same concept we are listing here. We'll be seeing like a tree structure with a list inside. And the middle one is what we'll be using as a preview part, with how we can visually imagine the pages with the layout or with the components. And we can use this page search to search our code on any components. And if you want to any help about this right side section, we can use this. So this right side section is what I'm telling is mostly we'll be typing everything and changing stuffs here only, which is like a properties part or settings. So for each component there'll be a setting, and for each we'll have a section like this identification section. These are page level properties. So if you want to get any help of this, what this name means, this will be automatically populated. It will be populating the help. It's a good feature from Oracle Apex for the developers. You can also list what you want to go within this section. Suppose I want to go this navigation menu. You can go here, rest will be collapsed. So this is just a good new quick tolling between those sections. So it has a good interface, and at the top we have some other properties as well. So this one goes to the app builder section, I mean to the workspace level, where you can see all the applications. This one goes to the application where we are in, which we have seen, I mean when we are creating a page. And this one is what we can see, quick navigation between the pages. So inside the application we have this 4 pages listed. We can quickly jump to that, and if you know the page number, you can use this as well and click on go. And this is a lock feature, which is a good one when we have multiple developers working on a particular page. So if you are just not sure that some other developer may enter your page and change some components or a code, you can just lock your page. And then we have this redo and undo buttons. If you want to undo some changes, you can use this or redo it, similar to like we see in a software. And then this is for a create menu to create a new page or a copy of a page. You can also create a copy of a page from an existing page, which is from other application. You can create a new page here, a copy of that page. And if you want to create some components or a developer comment, we can use this menu as well. We'll be using mostly when we have so many pages, and when we have this utilities menu here, we can delete this page and we can see the history who has made the changes, and then other utilities which I'll be covering in the later section. And we can also export this page and import it later as a backup. I'll be covering this in the coming lectures. And then we have this important part, which is the shared components. So as I said in the Apex structure, the shared components works as a common component between application to application or pages to pages. So if you want to create a common component for all application and for all pages, you can go to shared components and create for your own purpose. We'll be seeing on it when we create more pages in the future lectures. So next, for saving the changes, we have the save button, and to run the page we have this play button feature. So let's run the application to see how our navigation is done. So by clicking on this play button, I'll be navigated in a new tab, and you can see that a new entry is added for the page 2, and it's completely empty because we have created nothing inside, and it will be a blank page, right? So by clicking on this form, I can go to the page 1, and clicking on this page 2, I can be back to page 2. So this is the navigation entry part I was telling earlier. So moving back to Page Designer, we'll be exploring and creating new regions in the global page as well as in the other pages, and we'll be learning more about what's the importance of a global page in the next lecture.